10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that blame. All money in, we ain't copping no chain. Feel like Ice Cube, cause a dead good day. Don't need 3 whips, don't need no race. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy I skate. Thank the Lord every time I wait. Lace my shoes and I get to that cake. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Pedal to the floor, to the engine. Head up in the clouds when I levitate. We don't spit game, we just educate. 10-10-80, had a paper straight. Couldn't get it back then, so I had to wait. Now the money come to me, so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash none, I don't gotta fake, darling. We not practicing, we falling. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang.
Woo! 10 toes down, I'm gonna ride with the gang. Woo, it's going down from my head. Monday night football. Oh no, God, please don't score no touchdown. Damn. The Los Angeles Chargers is giving us all that work. They're giving us everything we can handle right now. As an Eagles fan, I'm worried. We got the lead, but we had to fight real hard to get this lead. And we've been struggling all game. But thanks to Saquon, one of the best running backs in the league, he was able to give us the lead. And now we're up 16-13. Jalen Hurts had 2 interceptions. He's not even passing the ball right in the pocket. That was the one good thing that he was able to do, was pass the ball in the pocket. Now he can't even do that properly right. He's struggling all over the place. Oh, my God, that's the 3rd interception. Sorry, he had 3 interceptions now. What the fuck is going on with Jalen Hurts? You can't pass the ball properly right today? You dropping the ball every single damn place. Oh, what up, G-Money? Really upset with my Eagles' performance. We're giving this game away by turnovers. Choking the game away. We had the lead. Saquon got us in the lead. All for Jalen Hurts to do a fucking turnover. And now they're on the verge of scoring a touchdown. And we're about to get losing again in the league. How are we gonna? We're gonna have to have 10 minutes to make a comeback to try to win this game. Also today in NFL news, Pat Mahomes is bye-bye. If you're a Pat Mahomes fan, you're going to have a bad year this year because they're not making the playoffs. They're done. They're done. That last loss was the nail in the dagger, the nail in the coffin for me. I think they're done. Yeah, man. We fought this hard to get back into the game, G-Money, only for Jalen Hurts to fuck up again. This is his 3rd interception. Yeah, the Chiefs are done. Stick a fork in them. They're done. I don't care what nobody say about the Chiefs. They're done. Hold on for a minute. Yep, they're done, man. They're cooked. They're done. Yes, Ravens are cooked. Yeah. And Ravens was a team that had high hopes going into the next season with, you know. So it's a shame that they won't be making it neither. Also, also, what Shea Gildas I'm gonna just cross over to the NBA a little bit. What Shea Gildas Alexander is doing this season is fucking crazy. All right. The guy is, you see that shot that he hit when Anthony Edwards was all draped over him? Man, this boy is. Hey, Google, what is OKC's record?
The Thunder is first in the Western Conference with 23 wins and 1 loss.
Oh my God, they increased in their 23 wins and run 1 loss. The Thunder may mess around and win 70 games, y'all. If they go at this pace, they win. Okay, we got to figure out when they finally going to lose, right? So let's say they lose a game by the 25th game, right? Let's say they go 25 and 2. That means at this rate, they probably lose every one game every 25 games. That's crazy, right? Yo, it's crazy what OKC is doing, man. You gotta take your hat off to them, how they just kicking everybody's ass. Shea Gildas Alexander is the best basketball player in the world. Give the man his flowers. That's the next upcoming of Kobe. He is the best basketball player in the world. Period. There's nobody playing at a higher level, pitting his team to win each and every night than Shea Gildas Alexander. Winning is the main thing that you play the game for. And he's doing that. He's winning games. That's all you can ask for. Also, what a lot of people got their hopes up for the Lakers. Are you a believer in the Lakers? People think the Lakers are going to do it. You know, they think the Lakers could beat every team in the West except for OKC. I don't know about that. I think the Lakers will have some problems with the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, man. They're just beating everybody. No Jay Williams, no problem. No CGA, no problem. They're just finding a way to get the job done. You can't get mad at it. You just got to congratulate, take your hat off to them, give them credit for being a good basketball team, and say, hey, whatever you guys are doing, it's working, it's special. It is what it is. You can't take that away from them. They're just that good. They're simply just that good. Simple. You know, give them their credit, give them their props. Yes, that's crazy. G Money added on to it, right? No, Alex Caruso, that's crazy. And Alex Caruso helped them win the championship. He was a good role player. He played his part. That defense that Alex Caruso provided was big. You know, he's a big part of that team, you know. And for these guys to go 23-1 is amazing. It's amazing. I have to always give props to people who win. You know, and Shea Gildas Alexander is making history. And this man could end up two-peating. And if he two-peats, wow. Then the question is, can he three-peat? And they building this team from the ground up. It's not a super team. All drafted players built from scratch. They got SGA do a trade, but nobody thought SGA was going to be the player that he is. Nobody. You thought he was just going to be a role player. But back to my Eagles. I think Saquon Barkley is one of the best running backs in the league. He saved us. If it wasn't for Saquon, we wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. He's one of the main reasons why we won the Super Bowl. He's the best offensive player we have on our team. He's a better offensive player than Jalen Hurts. Period. He's better than Jalen Hurts on offense. You know. And to prove my point, I'm going to flip-flop again. go to the NBA. LeBron James was stat padding to try to keep his double-digit record going of having double-digit points in games. It got broken, but he did stat pad a game that was a blowout. He stayed in the game just to get double-digit points when the game was a blowout. But he wanted to keep his streak going, so he stat padded it. Only to lose that record, I believe, the next game over. So that's crazy. Now you see my point of players that stat pad and provide empty stats. LeBron James is one of these guys that provide numbers, but they don't have no impact. A lot of it is just to chase a record. It's very calculated, stat padded, empty numbers. Okay? The only guy that gives you effective numbers on that Lakers team offensively consistently is Luka the Don. Luka actually gives you effective numbers. He's a timely scorer. He's just not out there filling up a stat sheet just to fill up a stat sheet. Oh my God. How much fumble, how much interceptions, man? Jalen Hurts starting to piss me off. Yeah, and LeBron just stayed in the game to get them double-digit points. He was like 3 for 17, had an off night. Instead of just sitting your old ass down, he said, no, I got to get 10 points to keep the record going. You had to do whatever it takes to keep that record going. Pointless stats. But here's the thing, LeBron, you're not going to be able to stat pad your way to being the GOAT. It don't work that way. You got to win. Yeah, man. What are we doing, Eagles? We keep dropping the ball. Is the Chargers defense that much of a problem? It's giving Jalen Hurts a lot of fits. He throwing the ball all over the place. This guy throwing the ball to another universe. What the fuck is he doing? And also in another sports news, boxing. Yeah, 4 for 17. He just stat padding out there to get them points. You know, his points aren't effective. All his points are empty stats. Oh, also, who's this? Lamont Roach had a good fight last Saturday. I forgot to talk about that. He got knocked down in the the third round, but he got back up to win the fight by a draw. It was a draw between the two. A lot of controversial decision. You know, the guy got the knockdown. I think the guy should have won. If you're in a boxing fight and the guy knock you down and it goes to the distance, he always going to get an extra point because he knocked you down. You know, almost another turnover. What the fuck are you doing, Jalen Hurts? Getting pissed off here. And in January is Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Oh, man, forget your pats. Forget those damn pats. Taysom, forget them pats. I know he had to come on here and rub it in, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be happy just to see the New England Patriots lose because I want to see what Taysom's response is going to be. Because I know you've been wishing evil on my Eagles. But you can't see the evil that men do. You know, that's all right. We're still going to it's not over yet. It's not over to the fat lady Saints. It's not over to the final second of the game is over. And we're still out there competing. We still got what it takes to win. You know, I'm actually pissed off today because I missed out on work just to get a package that didn't even come. Now I feel like I wasted my day. But I did earn my money back because I was selling items on eBay. You know, but still, I don't like missing out on work. You know, I'm trying to do a little Iron Man OKC make history on the work end. I'm trying to work 7 days a week, which I do, 2 jobs, which I do, and I'm trying to get a third job to see if I could fulfill that. You know, I'm trying to make history out here. I don't need it. I just want to do it just to say that I did it, then had like so much saved, right? I got another job offer that's 10 at night to 6 in the morning. Then I have another job that's 8 to 5. Then I have a weekend job that's 8 to 5. That's 3 jobs I'm trying to tackle just to see if I could do it, because I've been challenged. Somebody said I can't do it. A guy said, hey, man, I work 10 times harder than you. You know, I take it personal. I did my MJ, my Mamba mentality. So now I'm going to show him that I could do the same thing you could do and better. I could do those 3 jobs. I could work 3 jobs. All you got to do is give me some coffee and I'm good. Give me coffee, some caffeine. I could stay up late. I do it. I'm going to do it for up to April. That's the deal. So basically like 5 months, 4 months of working 3 jobs. I'm going to see if I could pull that challenge off. If I could do that, it's going to be tight. No, Eagles Super Bowl. It's not over till it's over. I'm sticking with my team to the very end. We're not out of it yet. We're not out of it yet. But at least we know the Chiefs won't be in the Super Bowl this year. You know. Are you guys a believer in the Lakers? I'm not a believer in Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is he's putting up inflated numbers because he's not like that. There's no era of basketball where Austin Reeves should be averaging 40 points in games. Some of these guys just putting up these type of numbers that they're not talented enough to be doing that. You know, in no era of basketball should Austin Reeves be having 40-point games. I'm sorry. He just got the freedom and people can't touch him. So it's easy for him to score. That's the only reason why. Some of these guys shouldn't be having no 40-point games at all. I don't care what nobody said. He said he think the Lakers are a top 5 team. If they're a top 5 team, that makes them title contenders. That means they're competing for a championship. Who the other teams that you think ahead or on same par with them? (16-16). There's only 4 minutes left to go in this game. This is a good game. This is a very important game for the Eagles. And it's also a very important game for the Chargers because we got the same record. And there's a guy that's a Chargers fan, and I'm going to see him on Saturday. He's going to rub it in my face if the Chargers win. I may not have to go to work on Saturday. I may have to call out on Saturday, man, because he's going to get at me on Saturday. Come on. Come on, Eagles, let's go. Let's go, Eagles. Let's go. Let's go, man. Beat these fucking guys, man. Let's go. That's right. Give me that sack. Let's go, Eagles. Come on. Okay, see, Denver, Lakers, Spurs, and T-Wolves. Oh, shit. You think the Spurs are top 5 team? Hey, Google, what is the San Antonio Spurs record in the NBA?
The Spurs are 5th in the Western Conference with 16 wins and 7 losses.
Wow, that's crazy. Whoever thought the Spurs would be developing this fast? 16-7? Victor Wembanyama is the truth, man. Victor Wembanyama is the future, man. Yeah, man. Well, okay, so you're just saying the Knicks are fake. Okay. Listen, man, it's the Eastern Conference. I don't got no too much of a comeback for you, man, because it's the Eastern Conference. All teams in the East pretty much suck. No team coming out the East is going to win the championship. You know this, right, Taysom? We could at least agree on the fact that the champion is going to come out the Western Conference. Can we at least agree on that and have common sense to agree that the champion is not coming out the East? So whoever comes out the East is going to get smacked down anyway, so it don't matter. Don't matter who go into the finals for the East. They're not winning anyway. They don't even got they got a small chance of winning. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to say they got no chance, because what's the sense of playing the games if they got no chance? You know, they have a chance, but it's a very small chance. It's a slim window of a chance. The only way they win is if somebody get hurt, somebody gets suspended. Yeah, because the East is weak. So of course your Celtics gonna be top 3. I mean, it wouldn't be that much. It's not that hard to get to the finals in the East. Taysom, come on, man. Just keep it a buck. You didn't even answer my question. Nobody coming out the East is going to win the championship, or at least my statement. Do you agree? Nobody in the East is going to win the championship this year. Can we at least agree on that? All right, then. You know the best teams are in the Western Conference. Got this in the mail. Anybody familiar with this? A 50-pack of what? Ball pen pens? You know, I guess I'm going to sell it. You know, I've been selling items like crazy, man. Brand new items, Apple iPads, stuff like that. All that stuff in the mix. Scavengers, that's in the mix. Funeral homes and a piece of paper. You looking for people, you can find them anywhere in the project near you. Yeah, it may be OKC. Yeah, I didn't pick OKC to two-peat though. So I'm sticking with my choice. I don't know who's going to come out the West, but I don't believe it's OKC. That was my pick original. So I'm sticking with my pick. I didn't pick OKC to win it all. So it may come back to bite me. What is this? Okay. So that may come back to bite me. So let's see, does this get shipped to? So go Outfitters. Well, I got the Knicks probably coming out the East, maybe just by default. But I don't know if the Knicks could beat Toronto or Cleveland this year. And they may have problems with a team like Detroit, because Detroit gave us problems last year. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know who's going to come out the West. I really don't know. The West to me is like a toss-up. But my pick was the Eagles repeating. Of course, an Eagles fan that saw his team won a championship is going to say that they're going to two-peat. I mean, why would I believe in them losing? So I believe in my team, and I believe that we're going to win the Super Bowl. I still have faith in us that we're going to win. I still have faith in the Eagles. I still have faith in them.
Put olive oil on water.
Yes, it is. That's true. Of course it is. It's harder to win back-to-back in the NFL. That's 100% true. You know, but we shall see. I mean, I'm going with my Eagles. I'm riding till the wheels fall off. Let's go. Oh, man. Shit, we could have had that touchdown. Let's get this point on the board, man. There's only 2 minutes to go. I need a score. Come on, Eagles. Let's go. These guys are giving us a challenge, man. Man, why can't nobody catch the ball today? Wait, everybody forget how to play football today? Jalen Hurts forgot how to pass the ball? That was a great pass. Why can't you catch it? That was like excessive holding from the Chargers, too. Yeah, they almost beat us last year. That's all right. Only thing that matters is that end point, the points at the end on the scoreboard. And we won. And I got to give a guy flowers that's in the NBA. His name is Anthony Edwards. All right. His team is not that talented. All right. But he still puts his team on their back. He scored 40-something points in like an overtime game. He doing whatever he needs to do to try to help his team win. So shout out to Anthony Edwards, man. He putting that team on his back. He really is putting that team on his back. He's trying everything in his power to help them win. Because I don't know if they're going to get to the conference finals again this year. But one thing I can say about them is that's a tough team. They don't lay down for nobody. They keep on fighting until the wheels fall off. You know, they just don't give up. I guess that's a good thing. I like that. You know, I like that about the T-Wolves. They're a good defensive team. But here's the thing. They don't play defense until the postseason comes. That's how they manage to beat a lot of teams. Because you realize, oh my God, this team could get a lot of stops. You know, they play defense in a postseason good. And that's how they win games. They hang their hat on defense and they save it for the postseason. So don't be fooled by what they do in the regular season. So I'll just leave it at that. Oh, what up, Z? Long time no see. My Eagles looking a little bit scary right now. Hey, yo, Z, did you see that fight between Lamont Roach? You seen the Lamont Roach fight? And Shakur Stevenson is going to be boxing pretty soon. Woo! Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. Who you got? I got Teofimo Lopez. I mean, not Teofimo Lopez. I got Shakur Stevenson. And here's the shocker. I think Shakur Stevenson drops Teofimo Lopez several times in this fight. But I saw a fight last Saturday with Lamont Roach, was arguably one of the best fights of the year. Great fight. Great fight. Love every last minute of it. Great fight. But yeah, I think that's going to be in like January. I think we got this upcoming week. We got Jake Paul and all this other stuff. Don't Jake Paul face Tank Davis pretty soon? I think like on the 18th of this month. You know. So you gonna be at the Bucks versus Falcons. That's Thursday, my man. That's not Friday. There's no football on Friday. I guess that's a typo. Zach got Friday on the mind. That's why Zach is like, I'm waiting for Friday to kick in. Oh my God. We're up. 2 minutes to go. 19-16. This has been a tough, grinded out game. The Chargers has given us all week a handle. They're giving my team a run for their money. Chargers came to play football today, man. They're putting the pressure on Jalen Hurts. Made him have 3 interceptions. These boys came to play. Yeah, man, your Bears beat the snot nose out of my Eagles, man. I watched that game at work. I was pissed off. People were literally laughing at me at work because the Eagles was losing. I said, the Bears are solid this year, man. You know, he's like, oh, man, you don't lose to the Bears. You don't lose to the Bears. The Bears are solid. You know, just because we're the champions don't mean we can't lose to the Bears. The Bears came out and gave us an ass whooping. And you get no excuses from me. I give them their props. They beat the brakes off us, man. The Bears beat the brakes off my Eagles. We stood no chance in the game, so to speak. Whoever gets the number 1 seed wins the Super Bowl. Ooh, those are fighting words. It's a tough race, man. It's a tough race. But we got to win, man. We got to win. Yeah, okay. Kansas City is done. I never thought I see in the Pat Mahomes era that he don't make it to the playoffs. You know, this is going to be a little dagger in his legacy because Brady has a better winning record than fucking Mahomes, and Brady will at least get you into the postseason. Even if he don't win, Brady's getting into the postseason. And there's no reason why you just went to the Super Bowl 1 year later, the last season, and you can't even get into the postseason. Wow. Epic fail for the Kansas City Chiefs. Epic fail. Now they stuck between a rock and a hard place. And guess what? I don't think they're making a comeback from that. That's over. Part of the reason why we got this lead in this game is because of Saquon Barkley. He's one of the top 5 running backs in the league. I was telling G Money. That man is almost the reason why we won the Super Bowl. And Saquon is the best offensive player we got. He's better than Jalen Hurts. Saquon is better than Jalen Hurts. I put money on that. He's better than Jalen Hurts. Yeah, man. Bye-bye, Kansas City. That era is over. Stick a fork in them, they're done. You know, can't say I'm going to miss them. I'm going to appreciate the fact that they're gone. Well, who knows? Maybe they'll be back next season making the comeback. But as far for now, they're done. I'm happy with that. You get no complaints out of me with that. I'm happy they're gone. Jalen Hurts has a lot of holes in his game. Yeah, but he's normally a good in-the-pocket passer, and he can't even do that today. He's struggling with that today. Yeah, Chi-Town was right. Who had ever thought that Kansas City won't make it to the postseason? That's a shocker. There's no thought in my mind, nothing in my mind that would say that they don't make it to the postseason. That's fucking crazy. That's nuts. You don't make it to the postseason? Shocker. Yeah, the whole team is bad. Maybe this got a little long in the tooth. Do you think Kansas City is past his prime? Do you think this was their last year that they're past their prime and they're just done? We got a minute and 54 seconds left to go. Eagles, you got to do whatever it takes to stop these guys from scoring within a minute left. We cannot let them score with a minute left. We got to close this game out. Let me see what's going on here. Fuck, man. They need receivers who can catch. Yeah, but they're... Yeah, I mean, their defense is still solid because they had some spurts this year when their defense was just incredible. But they may just be past their prime, Shy. They may just be past their prime. It just may be that time for them. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to get that done. So it just may be past their prime, man. It just may be one of them situations where, hey, they bit off more they could chew. It's over with. You know. Okay, what next? What? Multitasking like a motherfucker right now. So All their struggles have been offense. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is 100% true. All their struggles have been offense. And y'all remember those stories I was telling y'all about the scammers? Well, guess what, man? They still sending me stuff. These boys sent me an iPad Pro, 13 inches. They also sent me a MacBook 2024 edition. I put that up for sale. Boom. I mean, if they're going to keep sending me stuff, send it away. I'm just going to take your shit and sell it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking all their shit and selling it. You know, man, see it in the background. Ooh, 2 beta fish ready to go. For a lot of reasons. Work. I don't have the time, you know, even though I'm here doing a live stream right now, I don't have the time to really, you know, I wouldn't be here right now on this live stream if it wasn't for a certain situation. You know, I'll probably be busy again. But I made a challenge. To April, I'm going to be working approximately 3 jobs, 7 days a week, 2 jobs Monday through Friday, and yeah, stuff like that. You know, hey man, them tickets cost money, man. They got their money. I can't be putting money in the NFL players' pockets. They got enough. Me watching your game and doing a live stream is enough support. I don't have time to put money in your pocket. Somebody needs to put money in my pocket. You know, I don't play professional football, man. I got my own financial stuff to pay. My finances come first. I know the NFL don't give a rat's ass about my finances, but I do. You know. Well, hey, for my team, money isn't paper, especially if that paper's supposed to be in my pocket. I got bills to pay. You know, Eagles aren't going to buy me a new house. I got to pay for that myself. So it is what it is. You know, I love my Eagles, but I don't love you enough to give you all my money and be broke. I got bills to pay. Yeah, I care about the Eagles, but I don't care about them be giving them all my money. Absolutely no, especially not here in Los Angeles. Those tickets must have been a shitload of money. I wouldn't. You know, livelihood comes first. I support you from watching you on TV. That's enough money. These guys make millions of dollars. They're not getting no more of my money. They're not getting no more of my money. I'm sorry. I'm not giving you my money when you're a millionaire and I'm not. I'd rather be the millionaire. They ain't working 3 jobs 7 days a week. I am. Not that I have to, but the fact that is even an option for me to do is fucking crazy. You know? You know. So I don't know. I don't know about that. I didn't look into the price of the tickets, but I don't think so, man. You know, work comes first, man. I work 7 days a week. I don't get time to be going to games. I just come home, I watch the games, and I go on live. As you can see, I don't even load content as much as I used to now because I'm so busy. 7 days a week, you know. That's not a bad price, but, you know, right now, financially, I'm not at the place that I want to be. Again, a lot of stuff comes up, a lot of personal issues, especially with family, medical bills, life and death situations. I like the Eagles, but I don't like the Eagles more than my family. So my family comes first. You know, it is what it is. I would never put money in the Eagles' pocket when my mother or my sister or, you know, my significant other needs it. It is what it is, you know. Family comes first. Yeah. What the fuck I'm giving Saquon Barkley my money for if my mother is on life support and, you know, she needs money for medical bills? What type of guy would I be if I'm spending my money on the fucking Eagles when the person that brought me into this world needs my support more? What are we doing? Well, it's not even a conversation to even fathom in my head. That's why I just said I'm busy. You know, I'm super busy with a lot of life problems. That's why I do not come on. You don't see a lot of videos consistently. Remember, I used to drop videos twice a day, 3 times a day. Now you get like 1 or 3 videos per week. You know, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know. It actually was an issue. She came here to visit a couple days ago from Thanksgiving, and she literally like died for at least 2 minutes. I could have swear this girl was dead for like 2 minutes. Her eyes rolled back. She stopped breathing for a while. Luckily, she just, by the grace of God, she just woke back up. You know, sent her to the hospital and all this other stuff. But she's older, and you know, my mom isn't the richest of people. She spent most of her life taking care of me, putting me in position to make money. So now it's time for me to give back. You know, so it is what it is. You know, I like the Eagles, but I don't like them more than my personal responsibility. You know, I didn't want to share this with you guys, but it just came out. You know, I try to keep stuff alone. You know, but yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a rough 2025. It's been a rough 2024. It's really been rough years for me. That's why you see, like, if you see a YouTuber just disappear for a while or don't load that much content, he's probably dealing with some personal stuff in life. You know, that's been an issue for me. I barely had time to drop videos or clear my mind to come up with ideas for videos because my mind is elsewhere and my time is elsewhere, you know? So I try to do live and talk to y'all and get my thoughts out live instead of just doing, you know, so much videos, you know? But I will get back, you know? Yeah, that's the reason why I haven't been uploading that much. A lot of personal issues, you know? No, I'm not doing that again. I'm not leaving for 10 years again. I'm here to the end, man. Because those 10 years, if I didn't miss out those 10 years, oh my God, I probably would have been one of the most known guys on YouTube for sports because I would have had 10 years extra in, you know? But it is what it is, man. It was definitely a missed opportunity. I could have been making so much money off YouTube if I stayed on those 10 years, you know, but I didn't do it. But yeah, that was definitely a missed opportunity. You know, all these people that you see making such and such a month on YouTube, that would have been me, okay? Because I was probably before all of them. I'm from the Bruce Blitz era. Some of you don't even know what that is. I am a protege of Bruce Blitz. He's one of the reasons why I'm on YouTube. He taught me everything about YouTube. He gave me pointers on how to make videos on YouTube. If you don't know who he is, he's a guy from Chicago. He has his own Chicago accent, his way of doing things, Chicago style. So what I did was just tuck it and brought it to a New York style, an urban New York style. But it's almost in the same vein. And you would never, ever, ever, ever hear me disrespect Bruce Blitz. It's because if it wasn't for him, there won't be no Prince Sports. Remember. So, yeah. Yeah, man, I appreciate you. Since 2009. Wow. Wow. Long time, man. Bruce Blitz days. Yeah, man. I mean, I came out of retirement, man, because you know I saw a lot of people making sports content, and it was just off. It was wrong to They was telling a lot of lies. Let's just say that. They was telling a lot of lies. And for some reason, they was blocking people. So I was on other people's channel, but they would never let you say your piece unless you biased or you saying things that they agree with. So I said, fuck this. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I have my own following. I been had one. I'm going right back to doing my own shit. And that's what I did. Oh shit, you and Bruce Blitz got into it? What happened? Well, where is Bruce Blitz these days anyway? What happened to Bruce Blitz? Where is he at these days? You know, I mean, shit happens. You know, people get into it. They have arguments. They have disagreements. You know, it's part of the territory. Oh, man, we went into overtime. Oh, my God. Yeah, I know he quit YouTube. He started his own online thing because his videos kept getting deleted and taken off YouTube. That is true. You know, and Zach, he was one of the dudes that wouldn't let you say your piece. And I remember I would always come on there and correct him and state things that were simple facts, and he would get upset about it. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to make my own videos. Why I need to keep educating this boy he was just a young kid that didn't know about sports too well. Simple. It's just stuff like that. You know, I've been following football, the NBA, boxing for God knows how long. You know, I am not some guy that just got on TV and start watching sports. Never was like that. You know, shit, I even got my football jersey collection go way back. I mean, I got the fucking Joe Montana. I got Barry Sanders, who I still believe to this day is the greatest running back. I know he ain't got the championships to prove it, but to me, there was nothing more terrifying than watching Barry Sanders play. His career was so short, though. It was only 10 years. He said, I used to be a Kobe Bryant hater. Yeah. Also play in Madden. I have Madden 226. I don't have Madden 26. I think I have Madden 25. I think Madden 26 is the one with Saquon on it, right? Ain't that the one where he jumping over somebody? You know, something like that. Speaking of games, bro, I have too much. I have a Steam Deck. I have a Legion Go. I have a Nintendo Switch 2. I have an Xbox. I have a PlayStation 5 Pro. I have a lot. I have a lot of consoles. I'm trying to keep my voice down low because you never know who's listening and who's hearing. Before you know it, people are picking the locks and trying to come into your shit. I told y'all the story about my PlayStation 5 Pro that got somebody stole it, took it right from me. It was delivered right next to my door, sitting in the hallway. Somebody grabbed it. You know. You got it on Christmas. Okay, it's on sale. All right. You gotta be careful these days. You just don't know who the fuck is watching, who's listening, who's hearing what you're saying. And people have the nerve to try to just go up in people's shit and take it. Granted, it wasn't my PlayStation 5 Pro. It was a Pro sent from those scammers. I was supposed to put a label on that PlayStation 5 Pro and send it out to the scammers. But I told them, you're not jerking me around. I'm not letting you scam me. I'm going to keep your items and I'm going to sell them. That's what I did. So if you ever fill out job applications for work for home and somebody's promising to send you items do the mail and all you have to do is print out a label and reship the items back out to them, that's called a reshipping scam. Okay? It's a scam. They're going to promise to give you money at the end of the month. They're going to let you work for them for 1 month. They're going to send you several packages. All right? And your job is to send all those packages out. And by the end of the month, they're promising to pay you, but they're never going to pay you. what they're going to do is they're going to block you, and they're going to cut off all communication with you and just go off and ride off into the sunset with the items. Now, the only difference is I keep them for about a week, have them send me all these gadgets, and then I cut them off, and they never hear from me again. And you know how I know these people are fake? I gave them a fake ID with somebody else's face on it, and they still accepted it. It was a copy and paste. The ID was copy and paste, and they still believed it. That's how you know you're dealing with a scammer. Crazy. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to disappear for a minute. Now, what I was saying about this place, you may say, hey, hold up. They can still get you. No, they can't get me at all. I'm untouchable. Even if the scammers get caught, they get taken down. They're going to get taken down in their country. And here's the thing. Let me let you on a little secret for all of you. The United States of America, law enforcement does not care about scammers, especially scammers from another country, because it's hard to chase them down. It's hard to catch them. It's literally impossible for somebody in the United States to catch a scammer in another country. All right? They can only deal with crime inside the United States. They don't even have jurisdiction to stop a scammer in a foreign country. Okay? They have to get the country's law enforcement involved. So in places like India, when scamming is very common, they got a lot of call centers where people in India scam people a lot. People in Russia scam people a lot. These countries are very known for scammers. All right. That's where some of these come from. Now, what they need you for is they will take somebody's ID, credit card account, whatever, and purchase items on that credit card. But since they can't get the items to ship to their country because it's way too hard to do that, and a lot of eBay and Amazon, they just simply don't ship to foreign countries like that. They got their own version of Amazons and all that other stuff in foreign countries. I would know because I'm Mr. International. I know a lot about foreign countries. So what they would need is somebody in America to receive these items and ship the items to their country, because if you live in America, you can ship an item anywhere. All right. It's less hassle to ship an item from the US to a foreign country than from the US to a foreign country if you're the buyer. So they need a middleman to give them the item and send it to them. That's when you come into play. All right. But the only difference is you just keep the items. I'm not giving them back. I'm not sending them back. I'm keeping them and I'm just going to sell them. Simple as that. You know? Now, it's not like I'm looking for these scammers. It just happened to be a fact that they caught me. I fill out numerous job applications because I wanted to work from home. And I know a scam when I see it. Let's go, Eagles. Let's go. Let's go. We need a touchdown, man. We need a touchdown. Take these boys out. That's a good run. How many times have I done it? I've done it about 3 times. I usually keep their service about 1 week, Zach, then I let it go. I don't keep it for the whole month. Yeah, that's true. But in order for the FBI to even pursue this, the person that got scammed will have to file charges. But people in the United States don't file charges. You know why? Because all they do is call the bank. Hey, somebody hacked into my account. I didn't make those charges. The bank does this. Okay, we're going to block your card and we're going to send you a new card. And we're going to reimburse you back what's been stolen. Voila. That's it. That's it. That's the way the United States deals with scams. They just give you your money back, especially if it's from a bank. I should know I was a victim of somebody hacking into my account, a scam. They were buying several Apple products under my card, just hacking into my account. All I did was call the bank. They put a block on it. They never took my money again. And all the money that was taken, it got replaced right back again. It got replaced on my account. So most people don't care as long as they get their money back. That's it. Most people aren't going to go do the trouble of tracking somebody down in the middle of India in some call center in some rural province, middle of nowhere place. They're not going to look for them. And the United States ain't going to pursue them or look for them. Simple as that. Now, what I do is I don't keep dealing with these scammers for the whole month. I deal with them for like a week. I get as much items as possible from them in a week. After the week is over with, that's it. I cut off communication with them and they never see me again. And they block me because I never send them the items. So they say, hey, you know what? We're not dealing with this guy no more. He's just not going to send the items to us. So what we need him for? They go on to the next person that they think is a victim and they try to scam that person. Because you may say, if this is the case, everybody could just keep the items. Yeah, but not everybody not thinking that. Some people are gullible. Some people really think that they got a job and they send all these items out. The worst thing you could do is send the items out. As a matter of fact, I'm taking a step further. I did contact law enforcement and law enforcement told me keep the items. They said, just don't send them out. Just keep them. If somebody's sending you items, keep them. What were the items? Do you want me to give you a list? A Steam Deck OLED, 1 terabyte. iPad Pro, 13-inch, 2025. A MacBook, 2024. PlayStation 5 Pro. That got stolen though, but it was delivered to me. Somebody just took it. Nevertheless, it still counts. Cameras. Stuff for PCs. I got Legion, Lenovo laptops. Legion. What's that thing called? Lenovo laptop. Sorry, I have that. Yeah, that's all I could think of right now. But it's pretty other stuff too. Other stuff is like cameras and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I never was scammed. My account was hacked. Fraud. Stuff like that. I never been scammed. You think I'm not crazy enough to think that, hey, somebody's going to order a iPad and then send it to me to look at, and then I'm supposed to send it back to them. Anybody with a brain knows that if you order something online, it gets sent to the address that it's supposed to go to. There's nobody expecting the package. The company itself expects the package. Like the PlayStation 5 Pro was ordered from Amazon Logistics, right? So that means the scammers ordered that item off Amazon with somebody else's credit card, right? Now, when they do that, why would I think that Amazon is going to send me a package to look at, then send it to somebody else? It don't work that way. These scammers are kind of stupid. You know, but hey, it is what it is. You know. So what I did, I'm doing God's work. I'm literally scamming the scammers. Because scammers are a piece of shit. They do everything in their power to take people's bank account, people's money, people that they work hard for, you know. And there are some people out there that don't have like full coverage to get their money back. They may not have a bank account. They may be using just a debit card, like a prepaid debit card. It's hard to get your money back off a prepaid debit card if you've been hacked. You know, that's a different story. But you know, like, oh my God, another interception? What the fuck is this guy doing, man? Lord have mercy. You just lost. That's the fourth. What's that? The fourth interception for Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts, you just choked this game away, man. Choked. What the fuck was that, dog? Who are you passing the ball to? Who was this guy throwing the ball to, man? He's been fucking up all game long. Who the fuck are you throwing the ball to? Why can't you just look how close you are to the touchdown zone? Give the ball to Saquon. Let him run it. He's wide open. Saquon was wide open. You give the man the ball. Are you an idiot? This guy was, man, he fucked this whole franchise up this game. Saquon is wide open. We can't win a game. We've been losing games every single week. This is the most dumbest play. Hurts fucked up this game from beginning to end. Interception, interception, interception. Bad pass, bad pass. Oh my God, my blood is starting to boil. My blood is starting to boil, man. Saquon was wide open, bro. Pass the fucking ball to Saquon. Or you could have just run it yourself. Even if you got stopped, you still have more opportunities you could have scored. I'm generally pissed off, man. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. But anyway, as I was saying, with these scammers, you are a ghost. So if they get caught, they get taken out of business, nothing happens to you. You just go off scot-free. Nothing's being traced to you. I'm pissed off. What the fuck was Jalen Hurts doing? 4 interceptions? Jalen Hurts cost us a game. You literally cost us the game. You gave points to the Chargers. If he didn't have those interceptions, we would have won the game. Let me bring out a little something of what I got from these dudes. I got so much stuff from these guys. And I'm keeping it all and I'm selling it all. And there's no trace to me. Now you may say, oh, hold on, you having these delivered. I having these delivered at a location that I don't even reside in. So ain't no traces to me. Even my identity is not my identity for them. So I got multiple of these. Multiples, right? These are the action cameras. I got the 8K, I got the 4K. I'm selling all of them. I sold one today for about 300. I got like 8, so I'm selling all of them. You know, I'm selling that Steam Deck OLED because I don't need another extra video game system. I don't need a Steam Deck. You know, I got a Legion Go. I don't need a Steam Deck. You know, as much as a gamer I am, you know, what's the point of having 3 handheld gaming systems? I got a Nintendo Switch 2, I got a Legion Go, and I got a Steam Deck. 2 of them I bought. One is from the scammers, which is the Steam Deck. So I get nothing but stuff from these dudes, you know. And all the merchandise that they sent me, I must have made over 2 G's from these guys. I tucked their items and made 2 G's off it. All right. So, but this is my last hit on these dudes. After I'm done with this one, I'm going to take a break for a while. Well, it's not about me taking a break. They find me, you know, but if I fill out another job application and I see that it's a scam, I know it's a scam, I'm not going to pursue it at all. But that got to be the most stupidest scam in the world. You're literally getting free items. But hey, it is what it is. I'm not mad at it. You know, police was like, you get free iPads, you get free laptops. Take them, because if you give them to us, we're gonna keep them. We have nothing to do with these items. We don't know where to send them. There's nothing we could trace these things to. So if you keep getting free items, take it. And that's the word from them. So I said, say no more. Scammers, keep on sending me free items. Send me a free PlayStation 5 again. I will sell it again. Even though I got all this stuff already. Keep in mind, I got all these gadgets already. You know, I got just about every gadget you can mention. All right. That's good. I got all the screaming stuff. I got all the top-notch microphones, as you can see right here. But, man, the Eagles let me down tonight. And Jalen Hurts, you got to redeem yourself. You better redeem yourself, because this is bad. This is a bad loss. We haven't won for like over 2 to 3 weeks now. I think we're like on a 4-game losing streak. We've been losing game after game. But it's been good talking to you guys. I'm out. Peace. Man, I'm upset. I'm just going to let the music rock, though, as I leave. I'm really upset about this loss. This loss really hit me. I was hoping that we could at least win this game. You know, whatever. So, damn. Fucking man. Yeah. Damn Eagles, man. Damn Eagles. Motherfucking Eagles.